Hi, I'm Mark Duclos. Welcome along to our week in review, and what a week it was for the New South Wales greyhound racing industry with the culmination of the $20 million chase series at Wentworth Park last Friday night. We had unprecedented media coverage of the event through radio, print media and mainstream television with news stories, editorial and commercial advertising, as well as our streaming of the entire night via Facebook and free-to-air coverage of the feature event on Channel 9. The first major event of the 10-race card was the $1 Million Chase Maiden Final, and it was the Marty and Fiona Hallinan owned and Luke Adams trained Zipping Moose who swept to victory.
Racing, Ritza Tommy, Dwelt beginning quickly, Ice Cream, Story and Kia Herrera down the outside, Zipping Hewitt, and on the inside was Crispy Chicken. Kia Herrera worked to the lead, put up 2 lengths on Zipping Hewitt. They'll followed by a Zipping Moose, wider out on the track, Teddy the Bear, and then Crispy Chicken followed by Ritza Tommy, Aussie Swiper, Ice Cream, Story last. Coming to the turn, Kia Herrera led, getting between runners, Zipping Moose. Kia Herrera tackled by Zipping Moose, Crispy Chicken late, Zipping Moose. Zipping Moose has won the maiden.
The $25,000 to the winner Young Star final saw a massive plunge on the Jody Lord trained Rapallo come off as he held off the late challenge of Chrissy Banner.
Racing, Chrissy Banner nailed the jump. She's showing a great turn of speed with Rachel's Revenge and Rapallo down from the outside. Sid Call getting a run through. Chrissy Banner led at the first turn. Moving up on the outside, Rapallo to go to the top. Then Sid Call followed by El Timmy, Rachel's Revenge. They'll followed by a long break to Idle Ranger. Maldini at Midnight Escape fell at the first corner. Rapallo led on the corner over Chrissy Banner. Then Sid Call, Rapallo in front, all out. Chrissy Banner diving, Rapallo narrowly.
The veteran chasers had their moment of glory with the $100,000 to the winner Masters Meteor, and there was no more deserving winner on the night than Sunburn Highway.
Racing, Sunburn Highway came out beautifully, so did Charlie Cockatoo. Charlie Cockatoo is going to lead Sunburn Highway. Hello Robbo, followed up by Ben Kenny Chick. A gap to Robbie Nose, Nengar Cash. They'll followed by Bondurant and Modus Operandi at the rear. Sunburn Highway let go mid-race and he burst to the top. Put up 5 on Charlie Cockatoo, Ben Kenny Chick, Robbie Nose, but around the corner, he's a grand old campaigner. This is a demolition job. Sunburn Highway bolted away with a Meteor.
Tornado Tears was a scratching from the Group 3 Sydney Cup final, but his younger brother, His Tears, flew the flag for the Rob Britton Kennel in what was a dominant all-the-way victory.
Casey's going to second, followed up by Tap Out Sniper, Show Me Confetti, wider out Rockstar Beeve. They'll followed up by Big Skinny, and In Your Time near the rear. Sunset Burbsky is midfield, they go into the back, and here's Tiz. The pilot had it by 5 over Bree Casey. Sunset Burbsky with a stack to do. They're followed up by Show Me Confetti, and then came Tap Out Sniper, Rockstar Beeve. Here's Tiz, a long leader on the corner. Sunset Burbsky to a clear second, but it's Here's Tears, goes all the way in the Sydney Cup. Here's Tears, 2.5, Sunset Bursky, Show Me Confetti, Bree Casey.
The race preceding the big one was the $1 Million Chase Consolation in what was a sign of the things to come. It was the Black Rug of Shetland who would salute for trainer Peter Lugosiani.
Racing, Faithy Bale, Dwelt beginning brilliantly, Aston Zadek and Shetland driving the rails, second exit, but Shetland cut and run. Shetland led by 2. In second position, the outside, Aston Zadek, followed up by Stardom. Back on the inner was a Kenya Star, then second exit, Faithy Bale, Tennessee Tiger, and tailed off is Stinging Away coming to the turn. Shetland led, shook off Aston Zodiac. Shetland turned the leader, edging away. Shetland will win the consolation. Shetland by 3.5 to Aston Zodiac.
Now it is time for the $1 Million Chase. It's the world's richest greyhound race. It's out at Wentworth Park. Cameron Williams, good evening to you.
Good evening to you, Erin. And of course, we've been watching the fabulous group of athletes they call the Melbourne Storm win their way into another grand final. But now we're about to give you a real treat. These canine athletes are something else.
And so we arrived at the feature event. In less than 30 seconds, one greyhound would earn their connections $1 million on what was to be a life-changing event.
We are ready to go. Set. Ready. Racing, Tommy Shelby came out running. Flying Ricardo away brilliantly. Shadow Mist driving the rails. It's tight through the first turn, and Handsome Prince has got over. He led by 2.5, Tommy Shelby, followed by Sherry. Flying Ricardo waging war, Warbanger. Shadow Mist, and at the tail of the field is Awesome Catch. The front runner, Handsome Prince, led by 4 to Tommy Shelby. Sherry, Handsome Prince, a boulder clear. The former Tasmanian, Handsome Prince, has won the $1 million chase over Sherry and Tommy Shelby. Waging war, Hammered Home. They'll followed by Warbanger, Awesome Catch, Shadow Mist, Flying Ricardo, one of the tail enders. 29.70 the time. It's one of the bolters.
Won the first running of the $1 million chase with Mystic Ride from box 7. You won the Tab Consolation the previous race with Shetland from box 7. Handsome Prince from box 7. One race, one winner, $1 million.
I don't know what to say. Yeah. They taught me in Dubai to give and you receive, and we've been given since we got back. Jodes, I'd like to thank Jodes. And this goes out to a lovely, lovely lady that passed away last week, Gillian Wilcox. She said a rainbow will be shining on us today, and it did.
Peter, tell us how you're feeling during the race. He carved across from the outside as your kids come in. Down the back straight when he's got that break on them. What were you thinking? Could history repeat itself?
Yeah. Look, when I saw him leading, he couldn't get run down. He's just a phenomenal little dog. He's a little trier. I said if he finds a fence, he'll excel, and that's what he did. Look, I can't believe he jumped out that well, but I had this little sneaky suspicion today. He was whinging in the kennel. He's never done that before, and he was ready. He was ready.
And so history was made yet again with the running of the $1 million chase as Jody and Peter Lagosiani claimed it for the second time in 3 years. The other major success of the night came through a new Australian wagering record being set for investments on a greyhound meeting, and via the Channel 9 coverage of the $1 million chase, we reached an audience around the nation of a staggering 800,000 people. We barely have time to catch our breath as the feature races continue throughout New South Wales. Tonight at Maitland, we have heats of the time-honoured Future Stars for the maidens. On Tuesday afternoon, we head to Goulburn for their qualifiers of the Fireball and Goulburn Cup Series. And on Tuesday night, the Northern Rivers venue of Lismore plays host to 4 heats of the Group 2 Lismore Cup. Now, in what was yet another milestone event in New South Wales, last Saturday morning at Wauchope on the Mid-North Coast, we staged our first ever tab meeting at that venue. And this Friday we've got a jam-packed card of feature events there, with the highlight being the Harry Pledger and Norm Ahrens Appreciation Final with a $10,000 winner's check-up for grabs. We then head back to Wentworth Park on Saturday night for heats of the inaugural Golden Muzzle Race Series for greyhounds sold at the 2019 Gold Muzzle Puppy Auction. The final of that event will be staged at headquarters on October the 31st, with $40,000 going to the winner. Congratulations to the greyhounds, owners and trainers, sponsors, administrators and the team at Greyhound Racing New South Wales, who ensured the 2020 $1 million chase series was a raging success, as yet another chapter was written into the rich history of our sport.
Handsome Prince, a boulder clear. The former Tasmanian, Handsome Prince, has won the $1 million chase.